Are you struggling with the patterns that keep running over and over and over again in your mind? Are you stuck in an endless loop where you feel like you can't get control back and you're not able to really choose what you want to think about, and instead your mind is taking you for a ride? You're not deliberate in your thinking. You're not able to really believe in yourself and think about your goals and your dreams, or it becomes overwhelming to you because your mind just sincerely cannot buy into your vision. Well, chances are we need to do some rewiring. I definitely had to do some rewiring because for most of us, we're brought up in maybe decent circumstances, some of us worse circumstances, and a very few select of us are really raised in prime circumstances. So we have to do a little bit of self-work. You gotta really improve your mind. And the best way that you can really do that is by finding good reference points and letting it sink in. And what I mean by that is that if you have a belief that says, you know what, I can't make a lot of money, I will never be wealthy, I can never be rich, and I will always be poor. And the reason that is because I'm a certain race or gender or age or any other reason that you might want to insert. It's because of my past, it's because of my potential future that I believe will happen, it's because of my parents, it's because of society, it's because of the government, the school I went to, and any other proof that you might find for the negative can be rewired through having a good experience where, hey, you know what? I did make $100. I made $200. I made $1,000. I made $5,000. I made $10,000, $50, $100. Even if it's over a longer period of time, you could say to yourself, wait a second. That right there is proof that I'm capable of growing financially. If you used to make $10 an hour and now you're making 15 or 20, that's an improvement. I used to make maybe $20 an hour, and currently I sit somewhere around $1,000 an hour. And that climbing up the ladder, that constant improvement does something beautiful. It gives you an opportunity to say, wait a second, I've got proof. Wait a second, something's happening here. Because if I went from 20 to 30 and I said, oh, well, it's just 30, that doesn't really matter. It's not that much better than 20. I'm not really that far ahead. I'm never really going to get where I want to be. Then, of course, I'm stuck forever. But if I say, wait a second, that's proof that I can do more. If I've gone from 20 to 30, maybe I could go from 30 to 40 or to 50 or to 100. Is that possible? Of course it is. I love this by Jim Rohn when he mentioned that people argue so much about what minimum wage should be. Now, that's the first step of the ladder. And of course, the only reason to argue that minimum wage should be higher a lot of the time is if you plan on staying at the bottom of the ladder. So my question to you is, can you go from 10 to 20? Can you go from 20 to 30? If you're already at 1,000, can you go to 2,000? I know I am. Even through passive income, can I make $1,000 a day by not even doing anything, just investing? And that's my challenge, and I'm improving that area of my life. So why not make incremental steps? Why not get a little better at whatever it is that you're doing or whatever you're pursuing, and really note to yourself that this is progress and this is proof, and this means that there's an opportunity for me to grow even bigger. Because when I started, I didn't believe that I'd accomplish anything or help anybody. And then it just got better and better and better. And everyone used to tell me, you can't do it, you'll never make it, you'll never be good enough. And I told myself the same thing, but every time I saw something that contradicted those statements and those beliefs, I said, wait a second, what is that? What is that right there? A successful client? Somebody reached out to me for help, somebody sent me a thank you email, somebody left a great comment, interesting, I must be doing something right. That's right, that's proof, that right there. It's proof. So what's the proof in your life? Did you improve your diet a little bit last week? Well, that's proof that you can make it even better. If you ate healthy for one day, that's proof that you can do it another day and another day and another day. Did you work out? Guess what? That's proof. You're healthy. You're good to yourself. You take care of yourself. You take care of your body. You are someone who really looks after themselves. And when you buy into that, it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy, because whatever's wired into your brain, you will live it out and you will continue to experience it. But remember that if you're stuck in a bad loop, you have a tendency to look for proof that you'll always stay there. Let's say you're stuck at $10 an hour. You say, oh, well, look, my friend, he has a college degree and he's also only making $10 an hour. So I'll never make more than $10 an hour because I don't have a college degree. Well, guess what? I don't have a college degree either. And currently I'm making $1,000 an hour. Could be a lot more, will be a lot more, constantly growing, constantly improving, always looking for proof that I can do better. And so I am better and better and better and better. And that's what I want for you. Growth and progress and experience and taking in the progress, because that's the problem. The reason your brain is still stuck in that old wiring is because when somebody tells you, hey, you don't look good today, or you're fat, or you're ugly, you've heard that so many times, you believe that, you bought into that, so you notice that and you say, oh, well, that person said this, so that means it's true too. And you buy into it more and more and more and more and more. Or you're not smart, or you will never be successful, or you hang out with all these bad people, or you're addicted to video games or weed, or whatever it is that you're alcohol, you're an alcoholic. It just reinforces it more and more and more and more. Oh, you're a smoker, more and more and more. And you just go deeper and deeper in the spiral. Look for proof that it's otherwise. Can you quit smoking for a day? Can you not drink for a day? Guess what? You're not an alcoholic. You're not a smoker. Can you do it another day? Another day? Another day? Another day? One day. Chunk it. Don't try to take it on all at once. You don't have to go from $10 an hour to $1,000 an hour in 1 week or 1 month or even a year. It's possible, but it's not necessary. One step after the other, one step after the other, taking in the good experience, rewiring your mind, and really, the most important thing, noticing how much you're growing. Because most people are always looking in the future and in the future and in the future and in the future, and they never experience the present moment. So they never grow. They can never take it in. They can never receive. You're putting out all this energy. Make room for receiving. Empty your cup and then let it be filled up again by something better than what you had before. And that is a true experience of life. That is really what will rewire your brain, make you capable of so much more, give you the opportunity to live a fulfilling and meaningful life.